Hey guys,
Hey everybody.
how's everybody doing? Hey AD, hey Clairvoyant, thank y'all for coming. Hey Jessica, oh let me turn my phone down. I'm getting feedback on that. Um,
I'll be
well, I was going to go on tonight in April spot, but Bat Rican said that he wasn't going to go on, so I went ahead and went live. Uh, that way, if everybody's got anything to do later on, they can. Hey Myers, good to see you too, man.
Hey Myra. I'm
So
here.
we got Donnie up here with us. I sent out invites, but nobody else showed up. Guess everybody's busy. So how's everybody been doing?
Hey Myra. Hey Jessica. Hey D, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, we've been. Donnie was talking. Donnie said he's been busy taking tests.
Yeah, these the state test I'm taking ain't no joke. You got to know your laws doing this stuff.
I always hated taking a test. My license needs to be renewed by October of this year, and I dread even going to do that.
Y'all have to take driving tests when you renew your license.
No, we just got to take an eye exam and go over the signs. Um, But last time, man, their machines up there in ours and are old, and the monitor blinks. So when you're up there on it, all you're seeing is flashing. So it's hard to see anything. And I just read out what I could see. When it goes to light back to dark, I would read
Yeah.
the next letter. And that man looked at me and said, "Are you supposed to be wearing glasses?" I said, "No, it ain't my eyes, it's these machines." And all three of the ladies that worked there said, "I told you you needed to put in for new machines." But he told me to, next time I come, I better have glasses. I said, "Well, next time I come, hopefully y'all update it." I hate anything like this.
Well, like I say, this test wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't state statutes and having to know them by heart and rehearse those. Probably wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah, it's like when I did electrician work, I worked under the company because as long as you work under them, you can work as an electrician. But I could have went and took my test and got my own license, but I dread taking tests, so I didn't do it. Which now I would have. I've been certified, but hey, you been doing AD?
Trying to set this camera up. Give me just a second.
Trying to give a little bit of time to see if anybody else comes in.
I miss my family.
My spirit talker's already going on.
Hey, Emma.
My camera froze up, so I can't use that one.
Me and Donnie was sitting there talking a while ago, and we heard a voice, and it sounded like a demonic voice. And I asked Donnie what was that, and he said, "Well, I thought it was something on your end." I said, "No, I thought it was something on your end."
Huh?
We got yet to figure out what it was, but it says something about noises.
I, it was before we even started, so it's not recorded. So that's the
Yeah.
bad part.
So when did YouTube put the heart thing on here?
The super chat
I
or
don't know. The thing where you tap to get hearts.
oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. See.
Oh wow, had no idea.
I don't know if it's showing up in the on the screen or not.
I don't even think I go live enough to even know that.
I noticed everybody else was doing it, but I thought it was they was like sometimes you can go on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube at the same time. So I sit here and click the hearts. Probably won't give me nothing to do, but
Oh, I'm not gonna give you no hearts.
smiley faces and 100.
Crash.
Oh,
It's been in some chats, but not all of that. Oh, I noticed I have seen them in people's chats when I went in, so I thought maybe they was on Facebook or TikTok or something. Because I don't do much on TikTok, but when you do the likes and stuff on TikTok, does it help your channel? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't. I've never tried to like my own. I can't get this camera to work.
What was that?
That was a truck going by, but this camera just will not work. It keeps freezing up.
Hey, Florida.
Left.
So how's everybody doing? Everybody enjoying this weather?
It was actually kind of cool in Florida this morning. We had to wear jackets today.
Well, it was like 70 something yesterday. And then last night, I just had like the ceiling fans and fans running in the house. I didn't have the air on or nothing. But I got cold. And I thought it was because I was outside working and got sunburned a little bit. And April said it was cold to her. So I cut all the fans off, cut the little heaters on.
Oh,
And woke up this morning burning up. So I had to jump up, cut the heaters off, cut the fans back on. But yeah, since had a break in the rain, so I finally got my trailer repainted and new wood put down. But now I'm having trouble out of my tail lights, so I guess I'm gonna have to just rerun new wire for my trailer lights. Because that's another thing in itself, man. I ain't been able to find the title for it. So I went up to the DMV or the tag office to ask about how do I get a tag, and she said, well, if this is the one that is your trailer, I said, well, there ain't nothing but a trailer and a camper on there, so it ain't the camper. So she gave me a tag for it. So I still need to find the title. That's another thing, man. Have you know? I don't know about Florida, but up here, it's the same tag office that has been here since I was a kid, and they haven't changed or upgraded nothing. It's the same system.
our our tag office is different from our driver's license place, but the driver's license place, it doesn't seem like they have updated anything in the last probably 50 years.
It's like the government, man. It's like they don't upgrade or nothing. It's crazy.
They really don't.
Well, I mean, it's a kind of a good thing because when they do upgrade, it screws everything up.
I can't figure out this camera.
But I was laughing, man, because the wintertime, you ride by there and there'll be a line that comes out the front door and goes through the parking lot, back around and around the other cars. It's like where the cars is parked, there's a line. And we finally get to the door and they wouldn't let but 4 people in at a time. So if somebody was standing there at the door, they would holler at you, shut the door, you're letting the heat out. I looked at that woman and I said, you got all these people standing outside in the cold and you're complaining about a door opening? They don't like me, but I get on to them.
Sitting.
Do what now, AD? Slim, you can tell me where I live before it is more updated than what you are. Yeah. Hey, Wendy.
I think I've got it working. Should be able to see both of them.
Now you still work in you work in government work too, don't you, AD? Ain't you like the mayor or something of your town? I know he used to be a cop.
Actually, my trainer that I'm learning from right now, he's actually a retired sheriff deputy.
Desperate.
My cousin, he was a deputy sheriff for years after he got out of the service, and he said the whole time that he was in the force, he never had to draw his gun. And the week before he retired, he about had to shoot somebody at Walmart.
Wow. And see, that's why I can't work at Walmart.
And they was I think that they were aiming them. It was somebody barricaded herself in Walmart with a gun. It's getting crazy, man.
It really is.
And you would think with all the concealed weapons that people carried that most of this stuff would come to a stop.
Believe it or not, the laws here in Florida are actually fixing to change. It's fixing to go to open carry.
Well, we can open carry here, but we got to have a permit to carry concealed.
Yeah,
Here,
it's going to be the same here.
hope you feel better, Jared.
Listen.
But like back in the Western days, man, you see all these Westerns went outside and drew on each other and stuff like that. Really didn't happen in the West. Maybe a handful of times, if that, because people knew other people had guns, and if you was faster than that person, you ain't going to draw against them.
Right. I think you can see it better now.
Eli.
All right. I think I got it now.
Lord done gave everybody the flu.
Uh-oh. I hope she's okay.
I think he said they're about over it. I think he said they had type A
I had the type B actually.
flu.
Yep. This has been about About 3 weeks ago now.
Uh, I can understand that, AD.
Nice hat.
That, that's like Donnie. You know, when you said they were at one time, it was just you and one other fella doing covering all that uh, land out there.
Yeah,
I don't.
80.
I
Go
wouldn't
ahead.
want to be a police officer and just me and one guy.
Nope, there ain't no way I'd do it.
Could you
We
imagine in today's society having
absolutely.
a deputy sheriff like Barney Fife?
No, because my there's only one other animal control officer and myself here in Columbia County, and so I know what it's like to be, just two of you guys covering an entire county.
Energy.
We do 501 square miles in our county between the two of us, and and that's just with animals. I couldn't do it with uh, doing like a policeman's job with two people. There's no way. I wouldn't do it.
They
I
better
can't.
find they tell
I
us in
can't.
the door. But
Yeah, that,
how's it going with the police helping y'all out?
help an animal control out.
Wasn't there a big meeting and they was going to hand it over to the sheriff's department and
The sheriff turned it down.
We
He
won't harm you.
he he uh he said no, absolutely not. They gave him the budget for the officers and the manpower, but they would not give him the budget to get all of the equipment. So he turned it down. Um, so I'm. It's still going to be the other officer and myself here until they turn it over. Supposed to be turned over to the county, and they actually offered us jobs. Um, Myself, the other officer, and our supervisor. They actually offered us a job over any of the new applicants since we're already certified and um, we've had experience. So that's one good thing. I mean, we will have a county job now, and I'm actually thinking about going applying and going ahead and just switching over. But I won't have the freedoms that I have now with it being
Happened here.
an individually owned animal control rather than
well,
government.
who furnishes the um, feed to feed all these animals and to take care of them?
We do. Right now, it's us. And when it switches over to the county doing the animal control, we're still going to have all the animals, so we're still going
We
to
can
have that
whisper.
budget. We just won't have animal control capabilities at the shelter. So the animal control officers were actually just kind of like moving to another building, pretty much. And then we're just going to be contracted through the county itself rather than through the shelter.
Hmm. I don't know. I mean, I love my animals, man, but some people just they overpower
Sometimes,
themselves with animals, and then they forced to get rid of them and drop them off. There was somebody, my daughter now, uh, her husband stops by and picks his grandma's trash up every Friday and hauls it to the dump for her. And somebody took some dogs up there and just dropped it out.
believe it or not, it happens way, way more often than you think. And a lot of times it's on the very rural areas where it's dark. Um, we have, we pick up, I'd say, a little over 1,000 animals per year.
Wow.
And that's just the ones
Nice.
that we see. That's not, and believe it or not, that statistic is mainly dogs and some feral cats that we pick up. That's not including the owner surrender animals that come in and everything else. So, um, I mean, it's quite a few animals in the county that are unwanted, and it's crazy. It's getting that way everywhere. I mean, every animal shelter and rescue are filled. I mean, It's getting to be out of control.
I've never done real good with cats, man. It seemed like every time I got a cat, it would run off, or
That's
somebody
just,
would come by and want it, and my mom would say, "Well, take it with you."
yeah, well, I mean, cats are, and I hate to say it like this, but they're everywhere.
Yeah,
Um, I mean, you can drive down the road and see three cats here in a matter of a half a mile, three quarters of a mile. You can see two to three cats running around, and I mean, what are we supposed to do with all those cats? We don't want to just go and do away with them. So I mean, we kind of fix them and send them back out into the community to break that cycle.
it's just crazy though how you know we can. Normal children is
Larry.
like one, maybe two, maybe triplets, and sometimes you have more than three or four. Two or three, but
Yeah.
a lion, it might have one or two cubs or something, but snakes, dogs, and cats, they have litters.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, and I mean, I love my job. I love it to death. But sometimes there's a necessary evil that has to take place. You know.
Yeah. Hey, Amy.
I hope you're doing good. You guys be
Look,
safe.
we're here.
Uh, Spirit talking just said, "Look, we're here."
Yeah, I got this new chair, and I got it raised up as high as it'll go, but it seems like I'm lower for some reason. I might have to switch back to my other one.
Oh, the camera's streaming up.
Help.
I gotta see if I can get this over here.
The camera's in the collecting guns. I was always afraid to have a gun. Every time I would get one, the police would take it from me.
Oh, you ain't supposed to have them, Slim?
No, I mean I have no felonies whatsoever on me. But it was every time like I remember one time I was walking home and these guys picked me up
Dark.
and I knew one of them and well he decides to this car was turning so he just went around him instead of waiting. Well when this car turned, this car come out so they hit head on.
Oh, wow.
Guy jumps out the driving and runs. And so I jump out and I go check on the lady in her car. Well, the fire department, all that shows up. And I had a gun that was in a shoulder holster. And the fire marshal asked me to put my jacket over it because the lady was already upset. And I told him no. I said, if I do that, they're going to get me for concealed weapon. He said, I'll talk to the officer when he arrives. So I do it. I put my jacket over my gun, and here comes the police department, sheriff. He comes over to question me, and he noticed my gun. And of course, he draws his gun and tells me to put my gun in the hands on the car and all blah blah blah. But they took my gun.
Well, that's kind of wrong.
Yeah, and I don't know.
I'm family.
That one time they did a gun show up there was showing or a class showing guns in a school class. So I
Yeah.
went up there with my cousin's boy, my cousin, his son, and half the guns that was up there was mine that they had took from me over the years, and they supposed to destroy them.
Okay, that looks good.
Y'all want to do the spirit box for a little while?
I've already got my spirit talker going. It's been talking the whole time.
This speaker cut off. I put it on charger.
Power on.
Hey,
Bluetooth.
Gary, it's been a while since I've seen you, man. They want you to do the pencil swing.
What's the pencils? Oh, the cross the yeah. Nah, I think I'm gonna leave that alone. I was debating about even doing spirit box. I haven't done it in a while, and had some friends and cousins that's passed on, and I thought, well, let's see if one of them comes through.
Yeah. Let's do it. Oh, AD and Amy both. I was sweating a while ago trying to do this. I finally figured out how to do it, and I'm pretty satisfied with the results now.
All right, I'm gonna turn this on. Y'all let me know if it's too loud. Hey. Hey, who said hey? Can you tell me your name, please? Can y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Can you tell me your name, please?
I'm sad.
Tim or Jim? Tim or Jim? Can you tell us your last name? Can you give us your name, please? William.
I just got uncle.
Whose uncle are you? That woman that is talking, that her voice is kind of distorted. I knew a woman that just passed 3 weeks ago, and she talked just like that, but she's not saying enough to see if that's her or not. Well, Jessica, would you get some good news? Hello? Is there anybody here who wants to communicate? I think it's explosion. Did you die in an explosion? Did you die in a car explosion? Is there somebody here that wants to speak to us? Can you tell us our name, please? Who do you see? Are you a spirit that roams Donnie's house? Run. Why should I run? Too soon? Can you tell us your name? One at a time, please. Hey, Baka. The spirit wants to talk to me in the morning.
Who are you?
Can you tell me my name?
You are not safe.
The battery. Who's not safe? Me or Donnie?
I like to come here.
Can you tell us why you like to come here? Hey, Troy. Hey, Marty.
Hey, everybody. You like to come here at my place?
Hey, D. But Donnie's seen, found online where they want the country sell body parts to eat.
Oh, yeah. They do that. That's a real thing. Hey, that weekend.
American.
Medieval.
We're doing all right. Troy, how are you? Can you say our names? That say Slim?
That sounded like it.
Let. I heard that. Did you say let? Can you tell us how you died?
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
We heard Jim earlier.
Yeah. Is your name Jimmy or Jim?
Bye.
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 Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Listen, what you want to listen to? Brian? Is your name Brian? Can you tell us Donnie's last name? All right, Amy, y'all be safe. Love you. Miss y'all.
Can you tell us what happened to you?
Donnie, did you ever find out what that was in your tree?
To be honest with you, man, I would love to say that that's like a squirrel snare or something like that that somebody put up, but it's made of really thick gauge wire, and it technically wouldn't serve of a snare. So I really, honestly don't know what it was. I haven't seen anything else. Nothing else has been caught on our camera, so I don't know.
Well, you know, man, we cleaned out my building, and I had a bunch of gas jugs down there. So I set them on the platform of the sliding board, and one of them got missing. And I thought, well, maybe somebody borrowed one of them or something, you know. And I was looking around down in the woods the other day, and one of them's been drugged all the way down there in the woods, way down the bottom of the hill.
What?
Yeah, I don't know how it got there. There's nobody been here. I thought that was weird.
For what?
We had a little cookout for April. Saturday, it was her birthday, and we had a little cookout for her, and that's when I noticed it. And I was like, Bigfoot tried to steal one of my gas jugs.
So there ain't been nobody there to like, none of the kids been there to play with them, or? Huh.
Because it's been me, April, and Cameron, and Casey comes by, but I mean, there wouldn't be no reason. If it was the wind blowing, you would think it would blow all of them. And my building sits this way. Then I have a military tent set up here. And then I got four-wheelers and all that stuff behind there. So that gas jug, it would have had to blew over tents and all dog cages and everything to get to the woods that it was at.
Huh. That don't even make any sense.
Because I noticed it was missing, and I just assumed that Cameron borrowed one, or somebody, you know, they let somebody borrow one or something. I didn't know what happened to it, but it's gone. All right, hey Mary. All right, spirits. We're gonna be on here much longer, so if you got something to say, you need to say it. Oh yeah, while we got Mary here, I want to thank you, Mary, for she sent us some kind of cracker game. I don't know what. I haven't looked at it much, but then she sent another package with all kinds of assorted candies and stuff. So thank you, Mary. Hey, Frugal. How you doing, Frugal?
I know you.
You know us. What is our name?
How do you know us?
I heard that again. Are you a friend or a kin?
Yeah. I heard yeah.
You ain't know that, Nate. Frugal.
Tell people my story.
What is your story? Tell us your story. Or tell us who you are, then we can tell you your story. Yeah, we haven't tried any of them yet, Mary. I think April wants to do a video and try some of them. But I'd have to say the Crocker game, it took a lot to get here. That thing was all smashed up.
Oh. Yes, AD. That's why I literally looked up.
Who is the spirit at Donnie's house? Heard wood or woods?
I heard that.
Do you live in the woods or is your last name Woods? I'm looking for Larry Woods. Can you tell us your first name?
Sound like I heard it was me.
Who's the little kid?
I've gotten that little kid a few times since you're talking to this doll.
8.
Heard wood again.
I heard it also.
Who is the little kid?
Sound like I heard boy twice.
How old are you?
Tom?
No negative spirits are allowed. Yeah, April said to thank you for the birthday card, Christmas card too. Who said my name? Did you say Sam or Sam? Sam? Is your name Sam?
This is incredible.
Do y'all enjoy talking to us?
Mortar.
What is a mortar?
Mortary.
I gotta search that real quick.
Sitting.
Mortuary is a mortuary.
Is a what?
Mortuary.
Oh, really? Mortuary. How many spirits are here? 8?
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah.
Flames.
What happened with flames?
Did you die in a fire? That one voice sounds like my cousin Steven, but he's not dead. Who was the spirit I seen in the woods the other day?
Hello.
Hold on. What is going on?
Power on.
That was strange, man. Look, it's still there and it's still on this.
You see my phone? My phone's right here.
What was that?
Dress.
That was crazy.
Wow. Yeah, it's been really crazy with technology this week. My computer itself is
Admire.
it reset about 4 different times. I lost a whole bunch of footage. I was actually having to reduce a file size for court. It erased the entire file size, or entire file, I should say. So now we have to go get that back out of evidence. It's been a crazy week with even our phones. They kept saying they were an hour behind what time it was.
Well, that's weird, man, because, if you make a phone call, usually the little green thing pops up in the corner, and there's no phone calls on either one of these devices.
Huh. Yeah, I guess somebody was calling on the Necrophonics. Maybe we should have answered.
Well, I mean, it sounded like my son. That was weird.
Yeah, that was really odd.
Powerful.
Something's powerful, yes, absolutely. Who is the powerful one?
Today's tax day.
Is it the 18th? Yes, it is.
You got your taxes done. You better get them done.
Before midnight tonight.
It used to be the 15th. That's how I remembered April's birthday was the 15th. Oh, God. Yeah, I don't understand that phone call. That was weird.
Does it show it in your call log?
No, I mean, my phone has not changed.
Wow. That is definitely odd.
No, it says the last person I called was April,
Wow.
and that was at 11:45 this morning.
That is really odd.
And my tablet, you can make a phone call here, but you got to push phone, then go into the phone app to do it. That's crazy.
Technology's been going crazy this week, man. It really
Yeah,
has.
well, our internet went off probably 1 o'clock yesterday, and so I called, and they said it would be on at 5:30. So I went outside, messed around, come back in, and said my internet was on.
My happy place.
It didn't come on till about 10 o'clock last night.
Oh, wow. Is your happy place here or with Slim? Please say Slim. Please say
Donnie's place.
Slim.
Maybe the happy place is when we communicate with them.
I think so.
But man, and our phone, man, Verizon, God almighty, if I don't have Wi-Fi,
Genevieve.
I can't go on Facebook, YouTube, or nothing. It just freezes. And I can make a phone call or text somebody, but what's the use of paying for service if you can't use it unless you got Wi-Fi?
True.
I might as well just cancel my service and just use Wi-Fi.
Well, I believe it or not, we actually went with, I don't know if they have Xfinity where you're at, Comcast, but we actually went and switched our phone service provider to Comcast as well. And we can be, it automatically connects to all the Wi-Fi points. So you could be driving down the road and you could be HD Wi-Fi calling instead of actually using your data for your calling and everything else. It automatically connects to every Xfinity hotspot around.
Well, I had an Android and I was happy with my phone, but Casey was trying to build her credit, so she went and got her phone through Verizon and to help build her credit up. And they told her that if she could get, more people on her plan, then it would help her credit and her bill would be cheaper. So she talked April into going to Verizon. And I haven't had nothing but trouble out of my phone ever since. But we had the 6S Plus, and then we went and upgraded to the 12 Mac Pro Max. Now they got, as soon as every time we upgrade, they come out with another phone within that week,
Yeah, that's about the way it works.
So I've took my phone to Verizon and I've had them, and they've done this and done that and put new SIMs cards in and everything, and it's still the same thing. So out of the blues the other day, some guy calls and asked April how she liked her service. And I yelled out in the background, I said, it sucks. He said, excuse me? And April said, that was my husband. He said he's not happy with his service. So he started going in and asking us what was going on and told us to bring our phones up there at 2 o'clock tomorrow, and he would, check on them and look at them. But of course, I told April, I said, all it is a gimmick. But we went up there, and sure enough, he told us that we can send our phones off, and they would send us new phones. But if they found out something wasn't wrong with our phones, then we'd have to pay the remaining balance on our phones off. or we can pay them off and get the newer phones, $1,000 phone.
Oh yeah, just spend some more money, huh?
Yeah, I said no. I said after these phones is paid off, I'm going to back to Android and I'm going to T-Mobile. He didn't like it too much.
My dad and mom actually just switched to T-Mobile just for that exact reason, because they went to Verizon and then they couldn't get no signal anywhere they were at either.
Well, after I forgot when, how long we had to be on her plan for, so it don't hurt her credit. But
Right.
so that's over with, and I'm thinking about going through Spectrum and just add it in with my bill.
I just heard another one of those voices.
Yeah, I heard it too. Well, the reason I went to iPhone because I kept running out of memory storage on my Android. And everybody told me to go to iPhone, I wouldn't have to worry about that no more. So I went to iPhone. Now I'm having to pay for more gigabytes a month to add more storage to my phone. So
Yeah.
when if I would film my phone, I couldn't store my video. I had to upload it, then delete it, or put
Okay.
it to a hard drive or something. But
Yeah.
and I never backed up none of my videos. And then I went into my channel here a while back, and 100 and some videos are missing.
Wow. I went 100 and something videos.
I had close to 200 videos, I think, and I think I have 40 some videos now.
What is going on with your videos?
I have no idea. All
I
my
was,
interviews.
I was going to say it started with your interviews, because the first time you really noticed it was when the interview with Nubs and I went away. And then right after that, it was somebody else's interview you had done maybe 2 days after that. Or, yeah, it was about 2 days after my interview. That interview went missing. And then like three or four went missing. And so now it's over 100 videos that they've.
I thought I watched the one I did with Jarrett when we did the Ghost Skit, but I found it. Uh, I had just changed the picture of it. Hey, Anthony, how you feeling? Tell your husband Mike I said, hey.
Hey, April. Love you, sis. I miss all you guys. Lillian. Who's Lillian? Is Lillian here or is Lillian with Slim?
Lillian's in one of them dolls over there.
There's only a few of them here.
April got a new one, or Casey and Caleb bought it from her before the other day. This one here, that Ronald McDonald looking thing, it's usually I'll fold it across his legs or something and come back in here and his legs is uncrossed. But he's not changed positions. His head looks like it has turned a little bit that way more. But as long as he don't jump out and grab me by the neck, start choking me, I'm fine.
Oh yeah, we can't have all that.
But yeah, I had to. I kind of backed off of you. Well, the paranormal stuff, man, just too much stuff started happening.
Here lately, there's been a lot of stuff that's been happening, and I don't know if it's the way the world is going, and they're just getting stronger, or if it's the way the world is going, and they're being more prevalent. I guess you could say they're getting braver. They're willing to come out more. But something is definitely going on with the spiritual realm there, and the energies are getting so much stronger. It's unreal. There's a lot more activity going on that everybody is seeming to notice.
I miss my family.
I miss my family too. Yeah, I noticed since I've backed off from stuff like this that I haven't seen many as much as shadows, or maybe I've just not been paying attention to it. But man, it got, like my friends or the people I follow, their YouTube videos would pop up. Well, it got where I wasn't seeing none of y'all's stuff pop up on my channel. It was all these other people that I don't even know, and they was into some dark stuff, and that was all was on my channel was Satan this and Satan that, devil this, devil that. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, these energies and these spirits are definitely getting stronger, and they're showing themselves even more. Um, and it's bad to, we might better get right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just started getting dark. And I was, I just had I had a few of y'all that did paranormal when I first started. A lot of other people was like, uplifting, and not saying nobody's uplifting, I'm just saying it wasn't paranormal stuff. And then it just got where it was like everybody, people I didn't even know, was showing up on my YouTube,
Choice.
and it was sending me their videos to watch instead of the people that I follow or subscribe to.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. I had the same thing going on with mine. I want to say about 4 or 5 months ago, I would not see any of the fam. None of the fam's videos were coming up. Even when you were live, it wouldn't show up on my recommended page when I opened my YouTube, because I have it default to my recommended when I open it. And it was all stuff that was like divot box opening, buying dark web boxes, and um, doing, like satanic rituals and stuff like that were just coming across my page. So I can definitely say that
Yeah.
something's going on. Something's going on, and I
And
agree.
if I wanted to see somebody, if I showed up in somebody's live, it's because I went on YouTube to check and see if anybody was live. You know.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, you have to for some reason right now.
Activity.
Right, the activity's getting stronger. Yeah, I understand. Um, but I can absolutely agree with Southern Clairvoyant. I wish I knew her name. Um, I agree with that, because now, like across YouTube, across TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, all of that, people are opening like these Dybbuk boxes, and stuff like that, and letting all this stuff out that's been trapped for years. And people just don't understand that that's that's happening. You know, it's real stuff that people have put in those boxes, and tried to keep away and out of the world. Okay, Miss Patty. But yeah, I do believe people are accidentally opening some portals. Absolutely, 100%.
Well, it's some of these people that don't really know what they're doing. Is going and doing stuff just to make videos or
Yeah,
taking it as a joke, and they don't really know what they're really doing.
right. I just and there's nothing that we can really do to stop it. But at the same time, we're just gonna have to, make ourselves more or less susceptible to those types of attacks. And
So
it will, I think we feel better.
what they don't realize, is heaven is real and hell is just as real,
Girl.
and
Absolutely.
they go play around with stuff they don't know what they're doing.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
But our friend, she says she hasn't seen that little that whatever it was in her house, she hasn't seen it lately. And I've been watching around the house, and I haven't seen it here neither. And hopefully, it didn't follow us home. But she told her cousin, okay, she sent some pictures of a handprint on a shower door and a towel moving for no reason and
Mavis.
other stuff going on in the house, and wanted us to come and investigate it. And I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll make a video. But the thing of it is, man, and you're going to mess with stuff I don't know nothing about. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't like really messing with that stuff.
I'll
go to you later.
I can agree with that. And a friend of mine asked me to come to her house because I think I was telling Amy. I might have been telling Amy. I can't remember. But a friend of mine, she was telling me the other day that they definitely have a presence in their house. Has been locking her son's door. It hasn't really messed with them. But she noticed one morning about a month ago when she woke up, her mirrors in her bathroom, they face each other. Um, she's actually got one on this wall, one on this wall, and one in the middle. So it's kind of like three mirrors, but two of them face each other. And she said both of those mirrors look like they have burns in them. And it's a brand new house they just had built. Um, so I asked her, are you sure it's not like moving away from the wall and that's what it is? Like the glue has separated the shiny stuff off the back of the mirror. And she said, no, the mirror is still firm against the wall and it hasn't moved. But she wanted me to go in there and see what was in there. And I'm like, I just don't play with that kind of stuff like that.
Abandoned.
Yeah.
But I did talk to a friend of mine who's going to go over and go in there and see what they can do for her.
Well, Casey has in her bathroom, she has a big garden tub or a big jacuzzi tub, and there's mirrors that surround it. And Amy was talking about it could be a porthole.
Oh, wow.
And when we was doing the college videos and the pair games, we'd go over there, her house, because she's had a bigger closet than we did. And we got a lot of stuff over there when we was doing that video. And I lost all my pair game videos and all.
Oh, man. See, I'm telling you, this technology lately has been going crazy.
The pencils moving, I lost it. I think it's still on TikTok though.
I seen one the other day with you with pencils, but this was quite a ways back when you were doing the pair games.
Yeah. Now, is the pair game still going on?
I think so because Sandra uploaded one yesterday.
Oh, I haven't checked nobody's videos today. I've been outside.
I've always been here. I've never left. I'm sorry, I forgot to turn this off and it's still going.
I've been sitting there listening to it. But we're coming up on an hour, y'all, so I guess I need to end this and let y'all get on with y'all's day. I really appreciate y'all showing up and coming by. Donnie, I appreciate you coming up with me.
No problem, man. I missed you guys so much, so I'm just happy to be here. I appreciate you inviting me up here.
Well, everybody's just, been busy, and it's hard to, I guess I should look at it as it's my channel. I should go on by myself, but it's more fun when you got people up here to talk to and stuff like that. It's like Sandra, she does her own thing, man. I don't know. What she does is a good thing, but I don't know. Me, as much as I like to talk, me getting up here by myself talking and nobody to answer me except, answering in the chat.
Kind of gets
yeah. It feels to me like it'd be boring.
But yeah, I'm glad you invited me up. You got me away from studying those state statutes for a little while, man. I was that stuff's burning a hole in my brain.
Well, I hope you pass that thing, ace it, man.
Oh, I'm thinking I will. A lot of it I did retain from doing it for 4 years, and a lot of it does retain. Because law really doesn't change a whole lot. So
Well, either way, I'd ask for a stress raise.
yeah, well, I've got to go in tomorrow and talk about a state statute that is
Hey,
very
Chris.
it's weird. It's about if you guys want to look it up. I'm not going to explain the whole thing, but it's Florida State Statute 828.126. It's dealing with SA of animals and what the charges are for it, and it gives all the definitions of all that. So
Yeah, that's it. The stuff that comes to animals, man, that's some crazy stuff. I don't know how, like, to be a park ranger or a game warden, man, they've got to learn what every insect is, what plants and what plants is poisonous, what this plant can
yep,
do to you, and then different prints of animals and scat and all that. I was like,
yeah. I'm not worried about doing all of those animals. I'll stick with dogs and cats.
I know 5 things in this brain, and if anything goes past that, I'm lost.
I can only learn one more thing.
I can't handle it, man. It's too much friend.
I'm full then. we got to stop right here.
Yeah, we should come with plug-ins so we can put a hard drive on us.
Oh, I would need to be updated by now.
I mean, man, my memory, and it's still pretty good, but I can remember all kinds of stuff. But like, I can put something up, and I'll say I'll put it here, so when I need it, I'll see it again. I can't ever find that thing again. I've been looking for my welding mask for 3 weeks now, and I had no clue what happened to that thing. I just seen it the other day, and don't remember where I seen it.
That's what happens with stuff on my desk at work. I'll sit it there and I'll never see it again. It gets covered up by something.
When Cameron was going to weld this beam on the back of the trailer that was rusted out, and the mask that he had looked like somebody took spray paint and painted it, and he couldn't see out of it. So he was just, welding, but he was feeling for it. He wasn't seeing what he was welding. But anyway, thank y'all for coming. And they were saying, hey, and y'all just look out for us, and hopefully everybody get back on rhythm, and maybe we can get everything back together.
Yeah, I'm hoping we can get PS4s and
your mic is distorted. I'm going to try to go live Thursday, but when Cameron comes home on Thursdays, and sometimes he has his friends over, and it's kind of hard to do that. He said they're trying. But we love each and every one of you, and remember, peace, love, and always. God bless.
Love you guys.
See y'all later.